Hey, happy Friday, good people. I hope that you guys had an amazing week. I, for one, have had a good week and a week that came with a couple of surprises. But I'm not going to be long today. But I do want to be clear, and I want to talk about something today, which is timing, because there are moments in history and moments in our lives where information isn't enough anymore, right? Um, there just comes a point where a decision is required, right? Um, yeah, a decision is required. And I have been teaching this on this year, the Hebrew year 5786, and I've been teaching on it on my ministry pages. Hopefully, you all are following me there. That's Kingdom Disciples Training Center. But anywho, I've been teaching on that as that year is this year is a year of alignment and decision. It's not a year of feelings. It's not a year of what I intend to do. This year is a year of deciding and doing it and making sure that it is in alignment with God's will for your life, right? I I believe many people are frustrated financially, not because they don't love God, right? And not because they don't pray, but because they're trying to experience kingdom results without making kingdom aligned decisions. And that's why I wrote the book Stop Begging God for Money. And that's why when it released last year and in this entire period, and even now, that the book is so timely, right? This book didn't come from theory. It came from correction, okay? The Lord corrected me in my financial habits. It came from obedience and it came from learning that Yah responds to alignment and not desperation. I spent so many years, just praying in desperation. And Yah was trying to tell me over all that time, like, I hear you, but there's things you got to do too, right? You have to get in alignment. So I'm grateful that this book that I wrote, Stop Begging God for Money, recently received an International Impact Award, Book Award. Truly grateful for that. But I want to be very, very clear. The award isn't the point. The impact is the point. That is the point. And that is, reward that is, I don't even know. That's like 5 million gazillion jillion times, more than any award could ever be. Now, I'm very appreciative of the award, so I don't want to sound like I'm not appreciative. Very appreciative, very grateful. But again, like I said, this is about impact. This is not a motivational book. So, if you're looking for like rah rah sis boom bah, that's you're not going to find that in this book. It's not a read it and a feel good book. It is a how to guide. Now, you can actually feel good about that, right? If you know and understand that. It's a how to guide for implementing kingdom principles around money. I have watched people pray, do the same things that I was doing. I have watched people pray harder instead of changing their habits. I have watched believers rebuke devils instead of renewing their minds. I have watched people ask God to bless things that he has never authorized, right? And here's the uncomfortable truth: many financial struggles are not spiritual attacks, right? And I know as believers, and especially those of us who are really in there, we want to spiritualize everything. But many of our financial struggles are not spiritual attacks, they are alignment issues. And that's why this book walks you through 9 radical steps. They're not suggestions, okay? They are steps that require honesty, they require responsibility, and they require you taking some action. And so this is where Yah is asking, will you keep asking me to fix what I have already told you to steward? And that's what happens when we keep praying and asking God, begging God for money, right? We are begging Him to fix something that he has already given us instruction. He has already told us, okay, you need to steward, right? What I have already given you. And once you do that, okay, then you'll receive increase. Now, that's scripture, right? If you are faithful with the little things, you'll be rewarded with much more. You can find that also in the parable of the talents in Matthew 25, right? So if you're watching this and you feel the tension of what I'm saying, this isn't condemnation. Okay. Far from it. Because I don't have a place, I don't have condemnation for anybody. I don't have heaven or hell to put nobody in. I know what my finances looked like years ago when I didn't know, anything about stewardship. I know setbacks that I've had even after that. So this is not condemnation, but what it is it's an invitation. And this book is for you if you're tired of cycling through the same financial stress, you want faith and practical structure, and you're ready to stop begging and start stewarding. So, this book is not for spectators, it's for people who are ready to decide. Actually, it's people who have already decided, right? And looking for something to help them in that decision. That's what this book is for. Okay. So, I want to make this very, very simple for you before I get out of here. If you purchase Stop Begging God for Money today from my personal website, authorlexijohnson.com, okay, it should be, I don't know if I put it in the notes or not. So let me put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat. I'll spell it right so y'all can click on the right thing. So if you purchase today from my personal website, okay, there's a lot of places you can get it from online, but you've got to purchase it from my personal website. The first 5 people who do that today will receive a private audio teaching that I have never shared publicly, along with a practical implementation worksheet to help you apply what you read. All right. So, what you hear and what you read. No fluff, no hype. Okay. Just tools. And feel free after you order to put done in the comments so my team knows that okay, we got to get this book out and we got to get you your bonuses, okay? So, and for those of you who already have purchased the book, thank you so much for your support. For those of you who have given me feedback and you've shared testimonies about how the book has changed your perspective and therefore changed your behavior with your money, I am so grateful. If the Lord leads, would you give somebody else a copy of the book? That would be great, right? So that's it. That's all that I have for you all today. I didn't want to be here long, but I do want to remind you that this is a decision year and alignment always precedes increase. It's not enough to just pray for increase. You have to get in alignment. Alignment precedes increase. Listen, I love you enough to tell you the truth and to give you the tools, not just prayers. All right. Peace and blessings and enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I'll see you guys next time. Hey, Ernestine, good to see you. See y'all later. Bye. Oh, join me tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern for Bible study. Rest and reign. All right. God bless. Bye. Get the book. Bye.